Well, it was a good experience for us. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Johan, share. You must like to share organizations. I think Sanu looks like he has some doubts. So that's the Sanu.
My experience, the farm was amazing. The beaches were beautiful. Kirtan was nice. Prashant, very good. And I had just a wonderful time.
You loved your Gita yesterday. Amazing. Very good.
My name is Tippy. My experience here for like the last 2 days, it's been amazing. All the kirtans, the song especially, the songs too. And the farm, it was such a good experience. I've never been to a farm, so like pulling out carrots with my friends and stuff, it was amazing. I loved it. So like all in all, this experience was like a blast.
Hello, my name is Sahana, and these 3-4 days were like I felt like they would never end because it was so amazing, and really every minute was wonderful. The association with all these beautiful children really opened my eyes. It was really eye-opening, and this whole experience was just amazing.
Hare Krishna, my name is Isha. I'm from Frisco, Texas. So this is one of my first times coming to one of the S1 type of gatherings and I think it was really fun and I got to meet a lot of new people. Seeing everyone doing kirtan and it just made me really happy and I think I'll definitely come another time.
Hare Krishna, my name is Savita. The last time when we came to Sadhu Sangha, we have a common friend, Hemant Kaliji. Through him, I came to know about the Sadhu Sangha and that was an amazing experience at very big levels, like 3,000 people coming there. And as soon as I got an email from that group saying there is something in McAllen, I wanted to go. I just quickly decided I wanted to go. Then I hesitantly asked my husband, Sharad, and he also agreed. And I asked my daughter, so all of us, we decided to come. And my older daughter, she's not here today, in this gathering. She was there in the Sadhu Sangha. So I think overall the experience has been really, really wonderful. And especially this gathering it's a very spiritual, very intimate and very small group, and I was able to experience, especially yesterday when we heard Bhagavad Gita from Radhika Manji, and then followed by the Bhagavatam. And then the Kirtan actually, followed by the Kirtan, Prahlad Prabhuji. It just elevated me to a different world. I'm a yoga therapist. I teach yoga in the community in Dallas. So I think this was an amazing experience, and especially the visit to the farm just took me back to my childhood days. And you cannot dream of anything like this in the US, right? So thank you very much for making this happen. I know there's so much work that has gone behind, months and months and days. I wish to continue to listen to Bhagavad Gita from Radhika Ramanji. I wish. I even checked with him, can I join your class? I said, I don't have any class per se, but the Bhagavatam also by Prahlad Prabhuji was amazing. I guess we are not too far. We are 8 hours away from this new Navadvip. Looking forward to having these over and over, especially for our next generation. So thank you very much for providing such an amazing association. Hari Bol and Hare Krishna.
You can volunteer for yoga. You can have yoga on farm.
I will do that. Hare Krishna everyone. My name is Jayanti Devi. I'm from Houston. It was amazing to be part of this event. Even I could not wait for next year. I mean, for Sadhu Sutta, I was like hoping like something should come up, and it actually came up. Then I was excited. I said, Prabhu, let's go. So yeah, we are fortunate to be part of this, and I thank everyone for your association. It was a great time here. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, my name is Priya. I'm from Houston, Texas. I originally did not want to come because I did not know this place existed before. But thanks to my father, he was like, if we're not coming for the 3 days, at least come for one night. So thanks to him, we're here. I had an amazing time. The prasadam was amazing, and spending time with Vaishnavas, it's always a blast. So, praise the Lord.
My name is Jayanti. We are both from San Antonio, so we are not around other devotees. This is our first ever event with any other devotees, to be honest. So it was a really nice experience getting to see other people and just doing kirtan together. Like the biggest group of kirtan I've ever done was maybe in Sealy, and that was maybe like 30 people. So that was the biggest. Getting to see everyone and having the amazing prasadam, all of that, it's really cool, and it helps me further my spiritual journey. And yeah, Hare Krishna.
My name is Santi, and I think that this was really fun, like getting to do kirtan with a lot of people and like eating good prasadam, and like these 3 days were like really fun.
Hello, my name is Ravi and I'm from Dallas. I had a lot of fun here with like these 3 days with like beaches, and I really like the farm where we have to pluck the carrots, and that was really fun. And also the beach, it was like really fun playing with the waves and swimming, and here it was like really amazing, and I like the person.
Hare Krishna, Namaste. My name is Sharad Peshi, and as Sarita was saying, this has been an amazing experience. So thank you all for associating us among the larger community. This is an amazing blessing that we had. We are so glad that we participated in this wonderful gathering. I mean, like, there's so many layers to this, right from spiritual to having fun, as well as having a community. So, I mean, like, I'm so overcome with so many different ones, right from starting from Charu Prabhuji's early morning class about experiences that Prabhupada ji went through in multiple phases of the development of Krishna consciousness around the world, to Radhika Ramanji's lessons of how we derive meaning out of Bhagavad Gita in today's context. It's been phenomenal. I mean, and the trips to the beaches, the farm, and the community has been phenomenal. So thank you, Saurabh Jai Madhavji, for organizing this, and Parangiji as well. So it's been amazing. So thank you very much. You are blessed. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. My name is Balai. I'm from Houston. This is my brother, and that's my sister.
Jagannath, Badri,
I guess my favorite part was the farm. We only came for one night, so we came yesterday, but from what we saw, it was very beautiful. From what we saw, it was very beautiful, like the farm yesterday. So, thank you. My name is Kanai. What I learned from coming here yesterday is the importance of devotee association, because devotees carry with them Krishna and the spiritual world. So I felt really happy to be here, and also like I remember with the devotees yesterday as we were going through the farm, we were looking at the different features of the farm, and we were connecting it to like Navadvip, Dham and Vrindavan Dham, like Shyamkunda, Radhakunda. As we saw all the trees, it looks just like Vrindavan.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, my name is Vishnupriya Dasi and I'm from Dallas. And we thank Sarvajai Madhava Prabhu for making us be part of this beautiful project. We so much appreciate you having us here and encouraging us to come. And looking forward to being here in the future also. Thank you, Prabhu, and association was wonderful. Classes were beautiful, and this is what it is all about. Krishna consciousness, association, prasadam, singing and dancing, and being together. Thank you.
My name is Chakri Das, also from Dallas, and I actually came down here about 40 years ago to Port Isabel, and I was doing paintings in the mall. That time we were selling paintings to collect for the temple, to help build the temple in Dallas, Radhakala. I was down here selling paintings, and I really liked the area a lot. The people were really, really friendly. So when I heard that Sarva was having a project down here, immediately I said, yeah, I want to go down there. I want to see what he's doing. I want to help him out. And it's just such a nice area. The people are really, really friendly. Like I was distributing books out here in the hallway, and the people were so receptive. Planting seeds, like Charlu was telling us. The people are really nice. One lady was upstairs. She was already reading the Bhagavad Gita, one cleaning lady, and I gave her a Anjani Hare Krishna. She said, "This is really interesting. I really like this." She said, "I'm excited to hear about this." So this is a really nice area. You know, Sankirtan devotees, they always like to go to a new area. It's where they've been before, and people say, "Oh, I have this, I have this." So this is like a new area where we can spread Krishna consciousness. So it's a really, really nice area to have this project. And I just like to move amongst the devotees. Everybody was just working together, and just such a the camaraderie I felt was really nice here, really great. And one other thing I would say is just this festival was just a lot of fun. Sometimes you go to a sadhu sangha, it's spiritually great, but this one was spiritually great and also a lot of fun. I can't ever remember having so much fun on the retreat. So thank you so much for organizing this. Very good.
Miss? Yeah, I talked about sharpening the axe, identified your best talents, and then working on improving it. And I'm a communicator. I love not only the content, Rajavidya, the fact that we're blessed to receive the King of all knowledge, but I really appreciate those people who deliver it using all the best practices of communication skills. I never lost eye contact with Prahlad for a moment this afternoon. And when you're looking at a speaker, we can't even blink. That means really you're hearing. That's what it really means. It's really, the fact that my eyes were fixed meant here was somebody who not only communicated the content of devotion and the message of sadhusanga, but he did it without an awe probably only about 3 so's, no likes, no actuallys. You know, I appreciate when someone not only has the best content in the world, but knows how to communicate in the most effective way. And I recognize in Prahlad someone who has sharpened his axe. Similarly, Radhika Raman is unparalleled. If you want to become a good communicator, then there's no substitute for practice. Practice may not make perfect, but there's always progress with practice. The more you do something, the more you create those neural pathways, and the more you become what you do. Some people say, well, I don't want to prepare because it'll sound more natural. That's wrong. The more you rehearse, the more you prepare. Put hours and hours in. Usually an actor for 2 minutes on the stage practices for 20 hours. For every 2 minutes, he speaks on stage and practices for 20 hours. And then it becomes natural. It becomes natural. So my inspiration of those devotees, we say Mahajana Gita, follow the footsteps of the past of those who have previously tread. And so I recognize in Radhika Raman and Prahlad just awesome personalities that are not only gifted, Suchanam Srimatam Gehe Hidayate, but then they took their amazing, awesome gifts passed down to them from previous lives, and they're even improving it, they're making it even better. That's what I like. And in terms of, aside from communication, the kirtan, the kirtan just takes you right to the spiritual world. That's another area in which Prahlad has sharpened his axe. Then, of course, everything that everybody said is a credit to Sarva and Govinda Charan. These two guys are super organizers. The strong point, I think, of Govinda is that he talks to each and every person. He knows each and every person. He treats each and every person as an individual. He empowers them. He's extremely personable. I've noticed that. And he's another one. I organize events as well, and he says I'm his model, but I feel like he's my model. I want to climb the level that he's at. And then Sarva is just amazing. I mean, I was talking to a group of people. Your high school home football team is down 2 points. It's the fourth quarter, right? You're on the other team's 20-yard line, right? It's fourth down, and the head of the cheerleaders has got everybody in a frenzy, right? 2 points. What do we for you? Well, Sarva did that for like 15 hours yesterday. I mean, if anything, he was more fired up than at 8 o'clock at night than he had been at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't. He's my acharya. The only problem is, I know some of the things I can do to get more like Prahlad. I know some of the things I can do to get more like Radhika Raman. I know I can be more personal, treat people individual, pay more attention, be more right, Govinda Charan. But I don't know what I can do to go at 90 miles an hour for 15 hours a day, every day. So you've stumped me. And one last thing I want to say is it's great. It was great to have everybody's association. What a team. I don't know everyone by name, but what a team. What love between each other. It really wasn't about doing this and that and the other thing, or ticking things off of our to-do list, but it was about showering and covering each other with love. So all of that was there, but there was the extra spice of being right in the beginning stages of the most significant project in the history of North America. And I think, if anything could top having one of the greatest retreat weekends on Christmas weekend, if there'd be icing on that cake, it would be being on the front end, being on the ground floor of a project that's destined, I think, to be one of, if not the greatest Krishna conscious community building project in the history and in the world. So thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
My name is Rasa Kishore. I'm from Dallas as well, like a lot of the people here. My friends were making the joke yesterday that everyone here that I was hanging out with was either 15 or 50, because I'm right in the middle. And at first I was a bit taken aback by the lack of people in their mid-20s that I could hang out with. But one big experience for me that I think was really meaningful was the grassroots element behind this whole weekend. It was so grassroots, and there's such a beauty to that, because when I was young, I went on these bus tours across the US, and we'd have about 20 boys in a bus traveling to all the Rath Yatras, all the festivals across America, and we would bathe in lakes, like freezing cold lakes. We would go swimming, hiking, camping in the rain, like all sorts of crazy things. But to this day, I think as a devotee, those memories are what I hold the dearest in my heart. And this whole weekend felt just like that, you know, very, very grassroots, very, very fresh and new, and like the start of a new beginning. And everyone's kind of by the bootstraps, you know, grubbing things together, putting things together, but that makes it so much sweeter. Like Chakaru said, like Charbu said, there's so much collaboration, such a mood of working together. And I think Saturday, one thing that I was meditating on was what it means to have faith, like actual faith. We talk about faith, feeling connected, but real faith is what I think Sarvajit Madhavu and Govind Charnku and the whole team are doing here, because it's not just financially a huge burden, not just managerially, organizationally. I don't know if I could have ever convinced a group of 100 people to drive 8 hours Christmas weekend to the Mexican border for a program in a hotel over the weekend. Somehow you guys do that. I think for me it's a testament to both of your faith. I think I look up to both of you so much as leaders, and to the whole team, Rajendra Sutaprabhu, Balaram Sadprabhu, and yeah, I hope that I can also develop that kind of faith one day to actually start something new like this. I was driving here with Deborah Montague. I think she's left, but we were talking about how it's so special to be here for the very first event at Navadvip, because as we said, you just made a huge proclamation. This will be the biggest center in the history of North America, and you say it'll come true. And for us to be here for the very first program that's ever happened here is incredibly special. When I'm 70, when I'm 80, I think I'll look back and say, it was cool that I got to be there for that program. Thank you so much to the team for such an excellent exhibition of what it means to put on a program successfully, to our esteemed guests, our speakers, and of course to all the devotees that came and made it so beautiful, so amazing. I think we had a few latecomers that joined, so I'm just going to pass the mic around one more time and people can add their realizations as well.
Hare Krishna. And this is Ganga Devi Dasi. I'm from Houston. I would like to thank you for the.
Go back to everything. Next we are going to move to the parking. And all the way to Utah.
I'd like to thank the lovely host over here for having a really, really good program here. One of the realizations that I had is this is a very subtle way of showing us what a retirement would look like. And it was just so subtly done. I really admire you for doing that. And I would like to say, like, me and my god sister Padadoli here, we both have this dream of having this senior citizen kind of a community living. And if there's any way we can be a part of it, we would love to help, help you in any way that we can. And but the way you really ingrain in us, okay, this is how, your old age would look like this is the association you will have. These are the programs that you can take part in. It was really beautifully done. Thank you for that. My only one request is please don't make it just like an Indian community. If you can just get more people from different communities coming in here, that would really make our experience wholesome and widespread. So that's my only request. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. I'm Padaduli Devi Dasi from Houston. I'd like to thank especially Sarvajit Madhav Prabhu for organizing this wonderful event with Govinda Charan Prabhu. It's amazing. I saw him running around. Govinda Charan Prabhu, you're really amazing. How, like Charan Prabhu was saying, communicating with each and everyone. In the stress is unbelievable, but you're so calm and gentle and compassionate in dealing with each and everyone. And thank you for helping me in the kitchen too so much. And Madhav Prabhu, I'm really, really grateful that that this project, that you have taken initiative to start this wonderful project for establishing a devotional community in this Rio Grande Valley. And we're looking forward to assist in any ways we could. And we look forward for many more programs like this here in Rio Grande. I'd like to share one thing. When we were going on Harinam yesterday at the beach, we came across one Hispanic girl was passing by us. Then she came back, so I called her to join in the kirtan. So she was dancing for some time and she was really happy. Then I gave her a booklet, and then I tried to get her contact. And when I turned on my phone and she looked at me and she said, look at the time, look at the time. And I said, why? This is the time my son passed away. And I said, when? Just in November. And how old was he? He said 6 years old. And we came here for his memory. That's why we came here to spend some time as his memory, his favorite place to come here. And I said, so he have brought you closer to God, so you should take up Krishna consciousness, chant this Hare Krishna mantra. So she was chanting, she was keep on chanting Hare Krishna. And then I asked her, where are you from? She said, from Houston. So she said, I'd like to come and take part more in your program. So I got a contact and we're going to cultivate her and help out. So I felt like Krishna have a purpose, like Prabhu said, planting a seed. Krishna have a purpose. So today we can do that before we leave. If whoever we meet, we can give a Bhagavad Gita, anything we can do to help spiritually. And we are grateful for giving this facility to us, Prabhu, Sarvajay Madhav Prabhu and Govinda Charan Prabhu. We are very grateful and thank you so much.
All the sweets you ate, all the gulab jamuns, yesterday jangri, and today you will have cookies. Mataji made 900 sweets.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji. I'm really happy to be a part of this program. I was really happy and useful to meet new devotees from Houston, especially like Paraduli Mataji. She was really kindest heart I've ever seen. She just, I got hurt and she was running for bandage and like, I was so happy to meet her. I'm really happy for you, Mataji, that I meet you. I made some plans to meet you. And this is a very nice program, Prabhu, and I would like to see all these wonderful devotees every time. I mean, every year. Yeah, that's all from my end.
She had fingers, but still she was doing a lot of service in the kitchen.
Wow.
Hare Krishna everyone. My name is Sandhini. I'm from Dallas, Texas. And one realization from this place, I would say, first coming here on the drive, like I didn't see much. We first stopped by the farm, and I didn't see much like buildings, nothing. It didn't look anything like Dallas downtown. And so I was like, okay. Right, like we went to the farm. There's like the setup and everything already it was all there. And I would say Sarvajay Madhaprabhu, one thing that he did really well was he managed to keep all of us so peaceful and kept this area and everything so like he was showing us the farm, showed us the environment. It was so peaceful, and Prabhuji managed to keep all the chaos and everything that was happening. He didn't let anyone see it, how hard he had worked for this program. I went into the kitchen tent and everything was like, go, 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 get all the food in. But
Like on the farm and everything, like if the mics weren't working, Prabhuji and his team, Govindan Prabhu, they all managed to keep all the chaos behind and prioritize to make sure that we were all peaceful and that the project and motivating everyone was really successful. And I would say that one thing that I got from this is how well balanced the Bhagavad Gita classes, the kirtan, as well as how we went to the beach, there was fireworks, so everyone liked something here. There was a little bit of everything for everyone, and so I would say that balance, Prabhuji making sure he prioritized everyone's needs, so much prasadam, it was so good. I would say this program was really nice. I'm very happy that I came, and I'm looking forward to it in the future, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. My name is Shravya. I'm from Dallas as well. One realization I've had throughout this program, I think the classes that Prahlad Prabhu and Radhika Raman Prabhu they gave, they were really enlightening, and I'm just grateful to especially Prahlad Prabhu, I've seen him in Sadhu Sangha, and his kirtans are so amazing, and just being able to talk to him personally, I thought that was such a great opportunity, and being able to ask him some questions and clarifying my doubts. I don't think I would have gotten a better opportunity to do so, because this is such a small and loving community that I was able to do, I was able to meet all these people, so I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, my name is Sanvi. My voice is a bit good. So I'd like to say thank you to Sarvajay Madhav Prabhu and Govindan Prabhu and his team for organizing such an amazing event. I was telling my parents too, you don't see that much nature in North Texas, so it was really nice to be able to enjoy so much greenery at the farm and at the beach and everything here. And especially yesterday, how Prabhuji was saying, how everything at the farm was connected to Navadvip. I've never actually been, so it was nice, a little preview version of it. And so I really enjoyed seeing the lake and seeing the carrot farm and seeing all the amazing things that there are at this farm and at this retreat. I feel one thing I really enjoyed was the kirtan, the youth kirtan in the night, and then even at the beach doing Harinam and Tripala Prabhu leading. I feel all of it, just being able to dance together and just enjoy that kirtan together was just so mesmerizing. And I'm really grateful that we were able to, that Prabhuji and Govindan Prabhu and the team were able to organize this event, and that we were able to come and participate in it. It's really memorable. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam to everybody. My name is Tribhanga Krishna Das. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I live very close to Sarvajay Madhav Prabhuji, and he's the one who has nurtured us in Krishna consciousness for many years now. And I'm very grateful that we got some little opportunity to serve here. And I was thinking that we are all here in South Texas from different cities, so this is like a melting pot for all the temples. And it's amazing to see everybody, learn from everybody. I've met so many new people here, so many new faces, and I've learned from each and every one of you many different things. And the best part was yesterday's kids kirtan that Raja Prabhu led. It was such an amazing, the way he was encouraging all the kids. He's the role model for all the kids. And all the volunteers, everybody who helped out in the background, there was so much going on. And big thanks to Sarvajay Madhav Prabhuji and Govindan Prabhuji for organizing this event. Without them, this would not have been possible. This was just we can't even imagine this level of event. We can do small programs in our home, and then we get so tired. But this was amazing. Hare Krishna.
One person who captured all the memories and all the program is him.
And I'd like to corner someone very quiet but very insightful, Divya Prabhu, to also share some thoughts.
Our official videographer and photographer.
Hare Krishna, all devotees. We heard about this program 3 months ago. I was in Nepal when I heard about this program. There was registration open. That time it was my mother's death ceremony was going on. Before I said, okay, let's go, my wife, she registered, right? This is how my wife was excited. And then, still I had some doubt coming down here. I don't know how this valley would be. So, and coming here, driving all the way down to South Battery, that's what I heard before. It's nice breeze, a lot of students, especially college students, go there. So then I guess it's a nice place for the spring break. And then, but I had never heard anything about Magdalene or Edinburgh, anything like that. And of course, if anything I heard was from Sarvajit Prabhu about the land is nice, it's a huge land, there's a lot of farming is going on, there's huge potential. A lot of business is coming to that town, and so many people potential they can be part of this community. So then that was a very interesting thing. Okay, let's be part of it. So in whatever way you can. And yeah, this coming here, that I think that really changed my perception of how I was thinking. It's beautiful. Beautiful. The place is so nice, green. I like green places where there's 4 seasons. I like that. And program here was wonderful. If you give me the checklist, I think all the boxes will be checked. Yes, none of the boxes will be checked. So that's much organized. Everything. Kirtan, classes are beautiful. And Prabhu is here. Like, be your best, right? Prabhuji said, be your best. I think many times we try to compete with somebody else to beat somebody. I think we need to be best what we can. I think that way, I think we don't grow out in false ego. I think the problem with many of us have is the false ego. Right? We don't want that to grow. So let's try to be best what we can do, and we all have skills. We all have a certain ability. Then I think we are here gathering. I think with the theme of keeping the Krishna in center, bhakti through the bhakti process. I think let's all join and let's try to do as good as possible. Let's help Sarvajit Prabhu here on this journey. I want to thank both of you and your team doing such a great job. Thank
you. He is invested in this project also, so he is the one who blindly trusted me, and he was pushing me all the time. In many of my projects, he is the one, Saraj, I want to invest with you, I want to invest. I am worried actually about his investment. he didn't even see the property in. Thank you so much for trusting.
Hare Krishna.
Our official priest.
So what I have to say, it's a wonderful experience coming here and being associated with so many exalted Vaishnavas and devotees, especially Srila Prabhupada's disciples. It's amazing to hear from them, their realizations, their guidance and everything. Right? It definitely helps us. It's in a sadhu sangha, it's kind of mini sadhu sangha, I could say. let's make it bigger so that we can all associate, and learn from each other, and we can progress together. That is what we need. Right? We may go back, right? And we get busy in our own life, and sometimes we take it very easy, the association of the devotees. So association of the devotees is very, very important. That's what will keep us in this movement. The moment we try to stay away from the association, we slowly glide into the material life again. So please, let's all come together again. And I personally thank all the team, Govind Chandra, Sarvajay Mother Prabhu, Salvi Mataji, Tribanga Prabhu, Madhavajananda Prabhu, and the whole family, right? They all actually did so much work in the background. We don't see, but there are a lot of people who are actually working day and night. Mahaprabhu, Rajendra Prabhu, Tushya Prabhu, there are a lot of other, devotees who actually made it happen. Without them, this program would have not happened. So let's give everyone a big hand to them. And especially, I interacted with many devotees, and everyone said it's a very wonderful experience, and especially yesterday the hay ride and going to the farm is the highlight. And let's have more so that we can experience that bliss again and again. Thank you.
The more hesitant the devotee is, I think the more I should push them to speak. So I wanted to ask Tulsi Sharampu to share some comments.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Mataji. First of all, thank you so much, Sarvajay Madhav Prabhu and Govind Prabhu, for giving opportunity to participate in this program. And really, I admire Sarvajay Madhav Prabhu courageousness. Prabhu, this is not a simple or easy step, to start a farm, think big, just like Prabhupada. When Prabhupada came here, he came with like $7 something. But now he created the whole family and turned the world. So now every success starts with the first step. So I feel this program is the first step towards bigger success. So and also Prabhuji, the farm was really beautiful. So Prabhuji was explaining yesterday. So what I have seen just only I think 1 to 2% of the farm. There's the remaining 98% left. But I think going forward we see the entire farm. And Prabhuji, this farm, I feel this is not for just for Texans. I think this can handle the entire ISKCON, entire ISKCON in the whole world. I think we are really interested. They can come and really, join into the program. And I really, Prabhuji, once again, thank you so much, for taking care of everything so nicely. And you spent hundreds, thousands of hours behind the scene. There are other volunteers, as Prabhuji said. And thank you so much for all the volunteers. They have spent a lot of hours to make sure everybody feel comfortable. So that's very important. And also, Prabhu, I'll give one simple example. Since today we know this is the Christmas Day, December 25th. So while most of people leave after lunch, but Prabhuji thought about dinner, because on the road people are going to drive long hours. No restaurants will be opened. Everything is closed. So now this Prabhuji idea, let's prepare for dinner also. Give the dinner boxes too. So we have to plan for dinner too. See, Prabhuji is thinking like how to really serve the community. And also one thing I like personally about Prabhuji, whenever he get opportunity to serve, really he gives a chance to others. He'll be behind the scene. First he put someone on the front seat. Okay, let's you drive it. But Prabhuji is going behind the scene. Really, Prabhuji does admire that, the nature of Prabhuji. And Govind Prabhu, thank you so much flying all the way from California and before us. Even though we are in the Texas, we couldn't able to come before you. Thank you, Prabhuji. So that really shows the mood. And also it's kind of lesson for us next time. You're showing me the example. And thank you, Prabhuji. And thank you for all the participants, all the devotees. I hope everybody likes the program. And next time I think we can think big. And one suggestion, Prabhuji, I think the more programs I would say should be at the farm side. That's where I think people more they can experience more farm atmosphere. But this is the good start, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
This is one devotee, my humble request is you take his association, everybody. Because he has, like Prabhuji was telling, every devotee is unique, have special gift. I'll give a crude example, but you can understand from the crude example how great he is. You know the playing cards, there is Joker. You fit anywhere and that card becomes perfect. He is that magical man. I need to book air tickets, he say, I'll start booking. You say, I want to wash vessels, he say, let's just wash. And he does expertly and very humble his ways. No wonder why his name is so sweet. So amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity to associate with a lot of senior Vaishnavas. I learned a lot, still learning. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I want to take up the last point what Prabhuji said on the glorification of Prabhuji. I asked him, how come you can maintain that kind of smile? I see you always smiling. And in fact, this is what I observed. Especially when he's taking a video and he sees a devotee who's smiling, it's like he's smiling. It's like, okay, this is a person who's actually from starting from the Mangala Aarti to the last person coming to leave, and having so much of energy and enthusiasm, not for himself, but looking at the devotees. So I asked this question, I had this thought in my mind, I'd ask this question. He said, yeah, Prabhuji, you know what? Ain't no hands with it. I just made it really clear.
Now we know what kind of music devotees are here.
This is broadcasted to Mayapur TV.
So this shows like the intentions behind the scene, right? The devotees have so much of mood and like before even they can think of themselves, they want to serve others, please others. And I want to end with one story, one thing. So I was listening to Prabhuji's class, sorry, I'm not remembering, I'm fading memory. He was saying that he had this acidity problem before coming to ISKCON. So I was saying like, you know what, I had this acidity problem, but when I actually started coming to ISKCON and then taking prasadam, it went away. I have the same problem. And I have been eating 4 times a day. I didn't have any issue these 4 days. That shows the quality and the intentions of the devotees. That Prabhuji was describing that when you make it with love, these material problems will also disappear. I just want to, because I am a foodie and came here for especially for prasadam, so I have to mention this.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna devotees. My name is Dallas. I am from Philippines, Dallas. Few reflections from my side. This event is like refreshing my childhood times.
I grew up from a village in India where I used to graze buffaloes, cows, and oxes, etc. I used to enjoy the nature in my childhood, in the lands. And I can see the clear sky. I can speak to myself or God, whoever it is. I used to enjoy like that. But after I got the job and with the families, we got busy with the city life. We are kind of a bone to mechanical life here. So I was thinking yesterday that I used to think that one day I have to go back to my village and reconnect back to my original nature. But yesterday's event with Sarojini Mata's love, we could see that the whole village nature is here. And I was meditating that okay, I think I don't need to go back to India. With Krishna's mercy and with the help of Sarojini Mata, Krishna is manifesting in the US itself. No need to go back. So I was thinking that in my mind. Thank you so much, Sarojini Mata. I know devotees has already explained that you have so much patience and you have so much love for all the devotees, and you always love, you always smile, and you always love everyone. Thank you so much for everything, Prabhuji. And then as everybody is saying that, right? This kind of events we should have regularly. That's how we can connect, can have a strong bonds, and then we can take it up the next steps. I used to in my office I used to say that okay, we are done. What is our next step? So I wanted to ask Sarojini Mata Prabhu, what is our next steps? I hope you will explain after this at the end. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
One thing I want to tell about where we are, Prabhu. Yesterday, while on the hair ride, we were saying that, Prabhuji, today, after coming here, I totally forgot about my job, everything. My mind is completely clear. So that's the beauty, right, of coming onto the connecting to the nature. So I think we need to thank Sarojini Mata Prabhu for bringing all of us here to connect to our true nature, to connect to the Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is not such a good news what I want to share right now. Prabhuji just told me and gave me bomb news. He said devotees pack double, triple, so some of the devotees will not have prasadam. So he's telling me to ask you if you have packed more, please give back.
Yeah.
So there is some shortage for some devotees, so just making it more.
One more person that wants to share their realizations in the green.
कोई नहीं वाले चल रहा है प्रोग्राम आ रहे थोड़ी देर
Volunteer to share.
Yeah, circle back, after hearing everyone's realizations and stories, it's very touching to, like she said, we're both from San Antonio. We both did not grow up around any kind of rural, community like this, I think, or at least I didn't. So when I moved to San Antonio, I felt as if I was going to find more, like I was leaving to find more. I grew up pretty close to around here, and I can confirm that I've never experienced anything like this, and having it be brought back to being so close to home is very meaningful, and I'm very thankful to be part of how everyone's saying how we're part of the first real program in this area, and it was very, very, very beautiful. And then the whole weekend, all of the events that we went to, how the last couple of speakers were touching on how it really just felt truly blissful to be connected to our roots. It is very, very rootful, and it's genuine bliss that I feel when I'm around people that I don't even know, that I feel so deeply connected to. So I'm just very grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Yagna.
You're welcome.
Beautiful realizations. I think we have our Gita or Radhika here now on the left of you. If you'd like to share some thoughts about your weekend.
felt, what you observed this week?
For me, this was a very wonderful place where I don't have to care about stuff that is outside. And if you don't have, it feels like there's this whole group, it's like a gathering. It's all, everyone here is family, no one's a stranger, even though if you don't know them. And this was a very good opportunity for me to have fun and do a lot of Kirtan. And thank you for all of these programs. It was very, very wonderful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. If anybody has not got the prasadam, please raise your hand. You are not packed for journey? One. You did not pack for journey. So just two, right, in this room? One family, three families. Four people. Aside. How many take away? Five did not take anything. We'll figure out what to do.
Mataji, would you like to share some realizations from the weekend?
Hare Krishna to all the wonderful devotees here and my obeisance to all of you. So I have been connected to Krishna since many years by his mercy, but with ISKCON and this group, this is my first time. I have just joined Bhakti Vriksha in Irving, Dallas, and this is one more example of how Krishna, when he bestows mercy on his devotees, it's like, it's infinite, and I'm just in awe how his mercy works. This entire program, every moment he was making me feel like, see, I'm here. Look, this is how my devotee is. I have seen so much of humility here, so much of humility and so much of selfless service. It's like, yeah, we think about devotional service to Krishna, but what I've seen the practical form of it here. People are so tired and they've been working. I'm sure that you've been working like so many days and still everybody was smiling, and I was wondering, how do you get that kind of energy that you might be sleeping, I think 4 or 5 hours or even less, and still you're just going on smiling and working. And it's not like, okay, I just have to finish this work and I'm done. No, you're like constantly thinking about what the other person might need, what the other devotee might want. It's, I'm really awed. And this can only happen with Krishna consciousness. So the one thing that I am taking back from here is absolute humility, and how you serve a devotee. That's what I'm learning through all of you, and of course the discourses that I heard over 2 days and the Sankirtan, it was just heart touching, and I don't know, it was bliss, pure bliss for me. And yes, of course, a lot of thanks to you. I cannot thank all of you enough, but ultimately it's Krishna, so I'm ever grateful to Krishna and all of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I think we have one very humble, quiet Mataji who's sitting back against the wall. Request if she'd like to share some thoughts, anything that's on her mind. I think Prabhuji in the chair as well is one last person, and then we should be good. Any realizations, Prabhuji, that you might have from the weekend?
Well, I got a bit of it. I didn't get the whole thing initially. I scheduled, pushed it for the whole 3 days. But my children had to do some youth program in Houston, so I canceled my hotel. Then I took another hotel for 1 night, which was yesterday. So we joined half of the program, I guess. We enjoyed it. My kids talking highly about pulling all the carrots, raw carrots. And how much my kids wanted yesterday Italian prasadam, right, here at the hotel. But I had a class to attend, so I rushed to my hotel. The only thing I can say, my Guru Maharaj said that each of us can do something, but some of us can do big. So Sarvajaya Madhav is one of them who can do something big. I have seen him, the way we can do big thing is by our sincere dedication to our Guru, our Gurudev, our spiritual master. So this is not just one project, Sarvajaya Madhav, buy Guru Maharaj's health insurance so that even in India or anywhere he is covered. He pays for many other projects. Personally treated Guru Maharaj in Dallas in the spring, hosted like 2 months or more than 2 months. So he's a perfect example of true dedication to spiritual master and so I'm with him. Even though I live in Houston, I don't know whether I'll be able to live here, but like I used to be going to Atlanta for Panihati festival many years from 94, starting from 94, and go and help a little bit. So I'm in that mood, whether I can live here or not, but I will come every year. And if you host this festival or any other project coming, so I would like to be part of it. The Prabhupada ki, Krishna Sarvajaya Madhav Prabhu ki.
We'd like to hear from His Grace Balaram Prasad Prabhu as well, before we hear from His Grace Govind Prabhu and His Grace Sarvajaya Madhav Prabhu as well.
Hare Krishna. I am Balaram Prasad from Dallas. Wonderful to be here on this amazing 3-day, what do you say, like a spiritual advancement retreat. And what I was thinking when we arrived here, that we are really part of a history in making. I was thinking about when we hear news from Mayapur in early 70s, when the devotees were there, they think it's just paddy fields, nothing was there. We also went to farm yesterday, it's still just a field. But we see a potential in blessings. Being in Dallas, we part of the lot of Tamal Maharaj disciples. We heard a lot of the story about they had a farm in Oklahoma in the past, and they are still regretting that we lost that farm. And they had a great desire to have a farm back again. And we did try to start something internally, let's have a discussion. I'm part of that group also in the last 4 or 5 years, where we thought how to restart a farm. We praying to Dhamma Maharaj, we would like to, your guidance, your blessing, so we have something like that in future where we could help. And one day, fine day, Sarvajaya Madhav Prabhu called me and said, Prabhuji, I have bought this land in South Texas. Would you like to be part of this project? I said, I was praying to Tamal Maharaj for a long time. I want to part something that you desire that we can help with, which Prabhupada has imagined or dreamed. Tamal Maharaj, when later we heard from call from Padoli Maharaj, I was on the call with Sarvajaya Madhav Prabhu, and she was sharing that experience that Maharaj gave this lecture in 1990s. He told that Rio Grande Valley, we are going to have a farm, and this is going to be structure, is going to be Bhagavad Gita with the front. So if you think that way, we are part of the history. Already decided what was going to happen. We're just going to be instrument with our sincere desires and effort. And when we saw on Bhagavad Gita Jayanti day, that after the yagna was over, the shower of blessing that came from the top. We got such a rain, or short duration, but such a heavy rain. It was just like Lord pouring us all the blessings to us. When we went to the Harinam on the beach, I was positioning Mataji that there was a castle made for the Lord to be there. And it's such a wonderful, it's not the kids playing there. Yes, somebody designed it that way, all the towers there, all the boundaries around it. So see, this is Lord's arrangement. I was in India and places where Lord Ram is going to exile. I went to Chitrakoot and I used to hear a story that everything was taken care of before he arrived here. The cave was there, but Ram just came and everything was designed that we have a comfortable life there. Even the Godavari river was inside the cave itself. If you see, when Lord desires something, He makes all the arrangement for us. We have to just put the strings together, that's all we have to do. So we are, all of us are so fortunate being here and as part of the history to be making in the future. It's just a wonderful beginning. And I hope all of you are here because you at least echo that thought that we need something for all of us and generations to come. where we feel this is the community you want to be. And I really appreciate everybody here because the retreat you a lot of fun, you feel like a guest. I mean, here everybody is a guest assistant, they're also volunteer. Everybody is helping in some other way. It's not you're saying, Prabhuji, can you help me? Everybody is doing their part without our notice actually. People who are cooking, they're cooking it. People who are doing duty server, people who are making arrangements, running around shopping. Things are happening automatically. And we don't see the hush going on, oh, it's not happening, it's happening. This is the mood when Vaishnava come together in a mood of cooperation. This is what we feel in this part of this journey that we had so far. And we love to be part of it. I would encourage every one of you and everybody you know that they have a desire to part of something like this, please encourage them. Because it's not Sardar Madhav project, Govincharan Prabhu's project, it's everybody's project here. And it's going to fulfill desire of Acharya, which is, for us, this is something we are very fortunate to be part of it. So please, please, please spread the word out, let people come here, part of it. I can give a small story. When we're doing Harinam, there are few Indians were passing by, some guests. Hare Krishna. And then we just gave them some prasadam, and then talking to them, this is what's going on. We told them what to do. We're going to develop a community in this area, and I asked them, where are you from? They said, I'm Austin. So we said, oh, we can connect you in Austin. They said, no, we want to be part of this project. We just walked by on a beach, and so they want to be that project. So this is amazing part of the project that people have a desire for so many years that we can be part of. Something so natural, so loving, be in nature. And spread Krishna consciousness. I think a lot of time I hear that Prabhupada said, you want to be in city only for preaching. For your living purposes, you should be in the farm communities. This is something a desire of Prabhupada as well. So I thank every one of you being here. Let's chant Hare Krishna loudly for every one of us.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much.
Last but not least, we'd like to hear from the person who somehow looks the least tired, but is definitely the most tired here. Ms.
Hare Krishna. Sarvajay Madhava Prabhu asked me to go and bring more devotees from outside, and they are still serving. Looks like there's so much work that they think we are in Maya, discussing here and not doing the service. So thank you all for your kind words of encouragement and appreciation. My name is Govinda Charandas, and all of this credit that you all offered belongs to my spiritual master, His Holiness Indradhanu Swami Maharaj, whose training, we are doing something here of value to the devotees. Before the first Sadhu Sangha started, he asked us to invite Madhava Prabhu from Switzerland. And at that time, we didn't have any concept of registration or finances or anything. We said, how can we invite like an international Kirtaniya for like a small event like this, which would be like 200 people or something. We were like pushing back, it's too expensive. But Maharaj has this vision of bringing an international group of Kirtaniyas from all over the world. And that was just the beginning of it. And then we can see how through that, now we all have association of so many devotees from different parts of the world. We can see how big Prabhupada's movement is. So similarly for this event, Charu Prabhu came all the way from Utah, same thing with Radhikaraman Prabhu, and Shri Prahlad Prabhu came from New York. So all these devotees have come from different parts of the country. And Guru Prasad Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Savita, you take your boxes. I don't want you to lose your boxes. Rose, take the boxes. Come on. Take the boxes. Take your boxes, please.
devotees came from all over the country, and we can see what a great movement we have, what a great legacy Srila Prabhupada has left in all his disciples who bring different aspects of his mode. Guru Prasad Maharaj, no matter how late he sleeps and how many international calls he has to attend every day, he's right here sharp at 4:30 for the morning program on Jayanti. So he's a sannyasi and a spiritual master and practicing for over 50 years, but every day still he shows up at 4:30 a.m. So that's the greatness of such examples that Srila Prabhupada has left us. They show how important it is for us to be a good sadhaka at any point in our life. So unless we come to these events, where are we going to get that example and inspiration and know that this is how we are to live 50 years from now? There's no excuse, like Sanatana Goswami was doing the Govardhan Parikrama even at his old age. So we can see examples of that caliber of devotees in Guru Prasad Maharaj, and same thing with Charu Prabhu. He and his wife, they run the Utah temple single-handedly, and every day they do all the artis, all the boga cooking, and preaching to the visitors, and taking care of the farm, and going out and managing the temple finances. Not only one temple, but also the another temple in the city, for South Lake City, and all the preaching programs, the color festivals, and he has found time to come here on our request. What a great blessing that is to have this association. So those are all the things I was thinking about as being grateful for myself for being here. And also Chakri Prabhu's Kirtan is so sweet. If you didn't come in the morning, you will miss it. There's such a sweet way of, devotional way of rendering the prayer. So please, next time if you are here, please make sure you come for the morning programs. And Radhika Ram Prabhu and Shri Pralad's classes were masterpieces. Like you can see how Prabhupada has empowered different devotees so uniquely, and they bring so much devotion from our hearts. Like you were mentioning also, right? So we are so fortunate to have all the association. And my dear friend Sarvajaya Madhava Prabhu, I got to know him from our Sadhu Sangha festival in Utah. That's where we first met just a couple of years back. I could see how he's so sincere in following Srila Prabhupada's movement. It's very hard to think big and be bold and also execute. I have a vision, but you don't have the resources, you can't execute. So he has everything, and he's also kindly engaging me in helping him with the organization. And as we are going through some of the planning, so he asked me about the prasadam, and they came up with a very simple thing of villages have khichdi and papad and this thing for lunch, and that's all I was like willing to comment. And then he increased the scope to like at least 9 items per meal per day, like that. So when we organize Sadhu Sangha, my team complains that I push them. Now I can see what I am doing to others when he does that to me. Real visionary. Even yesterday, imagine like just cooking here and then taking the prasad was hard enough, but he actually wanted us to take all the kitchen and then cook at the property. That was the original plan. That would have been like 10 times more difficult. But we were thinking about the logistics in the car, and he said, "You're all thinking about today, but I'm thinking about the future." So that was a statement we made, meaning it's not about whether it's easy or hard today, but the fact that showing that we can do something in the property and it's ready with the infrastructure needed to host such a big group. It's like making a statement. So that purpose was more important to him than the difficulties. So like that's how they say, visionaries are successful because they think like that. And so I'm learning a lot from working with Sarvajaya Madhava Prabhu in my own Krishna consciousness, as well as practical things. Even though he's very rich, he's also very careful in spending. That's one thing I'm learning. He spends, but he always makes sure there's value. And anybody hasn't picked up their prasadam box yet? Yeah. Unless your faith is so great in Krishna, please go and pick up your prasadam. So yeah, a lot of things we are learning from him, and that's the beauty of working with successful people like that. You get to learn a lot and grow in your own Krishna consciousness. And this whole idea, we haven't had a chance to, because we're all fully busy with the classes and programs and kirtans and fun. We haven't had a chance to explain the greater vision behind the project. Probably we'll follow up that with the email, and maybe we can have future events. That's one thing. Charu Prabhu, when I asked for advice, what we can do is that keep doing more festivals, not just for the devotees, but integrate with the public. So that's our next step. We're going to have more programs here. Whoever is interested, it says like a full green field, fully left for us to explore and preach. So there's a lot of opportunities for service here in future. And also it's a team effort. And that's one thing I really like Sarvajaya Madhava Prabhu's approach is to empower others. Even though he's such a visionary and he has all his bold plans, but he lets each of us do what we are good at, and he fully gives us the space to do that. For example, when we were planning this menu, because already, like Rasavilas Prabhu is our cook that I invited from Utah. So he cooks at Sarasana. He was the only cook. There was one other cook we invited and he couldn't make it. So I didn't want to put too many items on his plate. So I volunteered to cook a couple of items yesterday for the lunch. I thought Sarvajaya Madhava, you are not a cook, you are not going to cook. But he fully had trusted me, and he had faith in me, and I had never cooked rasam for more than 2 people in the past. But yesterday, we were able to make it for about 150 people. So as Charu Prabhu was telling in his first class about how you realize what you are good at, when he was giving his own example of a devotee appreciating him for his communication ability. So like that, many devotees are like that, and so it's giving me confidence now that that's some service I could do. And honestly, I can say after the experience yesterday, nothing is so blissful, even in all the services I do, as much as cooking for devotees. You must also, Charu Prabhu is actually a wonderful cook also. You must feel like that, right? Because you cook for tens of thousands of people for the holy festivals.
If it came to it, if cooking was the only service I could do, I'd be completely happy.
There you go. Yeah, there is so much help available, and it's like so blissful to cook for devotees. And yeah, so somebody has to trust you and give you this service to make you believe in yourself. So I'm thankful to Sarvajaya Prabhu for helping me with that. And yeah, we do intend to make it as an annual event, especially around the Gita Jayanti. So we request all of you in advance, a year in advance, to please watch out and schedule your calendars. Guru Prasad Maharaj, Charu Prabhu, and all the other senior Vaishnavas and all the devotees. So we can go and spread the word how much fun it was. And
and bring more people. That's the only thing I was lamenting when I came from the South Padre beach, is that the book is so good, why so less people? So many people could have come and taken it. It's a holiday weekend, people are not doing much like that. But next year we'll have more time to plan, and please tell your friends. And the spirit of cooperation is so valuable. So I know many devotees, even within ISKCON, they all work individually, but when we all come together, we can achieve things that nobody as an individual can do. That is such an important catalyst in spreading our movement. And devotees like Charu Prabhu, Guru Prasad Maharaj, that's their focus in empowering devotees to cooperate more and then achieve more by shared goals. So you can learn a lot by working with others. I learned a lot in this process myself. So I encourage you to, wherever there's an opportunity to serve with other devotees, especially somebody that you can work with, it's always a good idea to help you learn a lot of Krishna conscious qualities as well, in addition to getting the sales system. So again, thank you all for coming, and there are so many volunteers, pretty much as Prabhu said, everybody is a volunteer in some way or other. We wouldn't have been able to put this event without each and every one of you. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts to Please bless us to serve you more by organizing the gathering again, and also many other events besides this. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Govind Charan Prabhu, for the beautiful realization. We have a bit of a duality at this point, maybe up to the vote of the devotees, also up to the vote of the senior devotees. Our two options at this point would be, one, to hear some realizations from His Holiness Guru Prasad Swami, or two, to have some kirtan by His Grace Charu Prabhu. So I throw that to the room and to Maharaj and Prabhuji, and accordingly. Okay, so we're going to hear from Maharaj briefly.
Jai Prabhupada! Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Chakshurumilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So my realization, of course, one of the main themes, especially in today's class, was association with devotees and serving devotees. This is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as was stated, he says that he was asked, what is a Vaishnava? What do they do? Krishna Seva, Vaishnava Sevana, Nirantara Koro Krishna Nam Sankirtan. This is what a devotee does. Serves Krishna, serves the Vaishnavas, and always engaged in chanting the holy name. So the purpose of these festivals is association, but association on these three areas. Serving Krishna, associating with the devotees, and that association, real association means Shravanam Kirtan. It means here together and chant together, and then chanting the holy name. And this is the essence of what Lord Chaitanya did. This is what Lord Chaitanya introduced to the world. Now we've added, the only thing we've added is the Brihat Ridanga, just printing books and distributing books, which is just an expansion of the holy name and an expansion of serving Krishna. So the best way to serve Krishna is to give Krishna to others. Of course, there's no best way. Serving the deity, all are wonderful. But because Krishna's mission and he takes that mission in the form of Mahaprabhu, is to bring people back home, back to God. If we participate in that, we become part of the Sankirtan movement. And without being part of the Sankirtan movement, it's very difficult to make spiritual advance. So these festivals, I mean, in general, festivals are meant, as Srila Prabhupada said about Mayapur festival, he said everyone should come, spend 1 month, Mayapur, Vrindavan, and then go back and preach wherever you come from. Of course, if you come from Vrindavan, then you just stay. But Prabhupada didn't really have the vision that everyone will move to Mayapur, everyone will move to a Lajpat. On the contrary, Prabhupada was just the opposite. Prabhupada was, okay, you're here, now go out and do something. And especially since we're in the U.S., Prabhupada said, what is the use of being an American if you can't do something wonderful? Because Prabhupada felt that, this is a big country, a powerful country, and people learn to be a little versatile in the diversity that exists. And so this is what these festivals are also meant for. So we can experience in 1 or 2 or 3 days or 5 days or however long it is, what is the atmosphere of the spiritual world. And this is the atmosphere. Devotees are simply associating to serve Krishna in the best way possible. This is my realization. This particular festival, of course, has an added dimension, not just coming together and chanting, but establishing one of Srila Prabhupada's 7 goals for ISKCON is to establish places of worship which actually become non-different from Vrindavan. And especially when we can do a project of this size, this magnitude, the objective is to establish a place not only where we reside and where Krishna will reside in the form of deity or many deities, but a place where people can come and learn about Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said, I remember in the 11th canto, one purport, our commentators said that in the future, of course, I think this was Sri Dayananda Maharaj's note at that time, he and I were both staying full-time in Latin America, and he said many devotees from Latin America can never go to India. And then we may find in the future, who knows what this world will be like 20 years from now, what the economies will be like. And whatever it is, there are many economies where it doesn't matter what's happening in the world, they're always bad, and I have many of them in my area of responsibility. And devotees there would just pray that they could go to Vrindavan once in their life. If they're very fortunate, they can maybe go once in their life. So, even in America, we just think, well, I'll get a ticket, I can go to Vrindavan for Kartik, I can go for Purnima, I can go visit my family. So, establishing places of worship is really Srila Prabhupada preparing the world for whatever situation it's in. Prabhupada said again and again that we have to, he basically was saying what many naturalists say, we have to live off the grid. We want these communities to ultimately, the ideal is that they go off the grid. For now, for preaching, we may have electricity and facilities and everything, but we should want to go, ultimately we should be prepared to go off the grid. And Prabhupada said another thing, our community should be able to receive thousands and thousands of people will come and take shelter, as it predicts in the 12th canto of the Bhagavatam. It says that people will become so frustrated with taxes and oppression that they will go to the forest and the mountain. So we can offer them a better option. We can offer them Vrindavan, that forest, the forest of Vrindavan. So these are some of my realizations that, Prabhupada's work was tireless, and Prabhupada was very happy with those devotees who worked in a tireless way. very, very pleased. And those are the people he generally chose to be his leaders. Someone who will go out and despite all obstacles and circumstances, will just continue to push the Krishna consciousness movement. This is what we inherit from Srila Prabhupada. This is what we're actually, not. Of course, Prabhupada does say, like in the section on the Kurma Brahman, he says everyone can live comfortably in their homes and chant Hare Krishna. But that's like the introduction. That's like to get you in the door. Just like Prabhupada said, chant and be happy. But then there are other details of how you can chant and how you can be happy while you're chanting. So, and Prabhupada said that one time. He said, everyone in this world is exploiting. Krishna is also exploiting, but he is exploiting to make us happy. Everyone else is exploiting to take away everything we have, but Krishna is trying to make us happy. So this is a wonderful opportunity to become connected to the Sankirtan movement, to become connected to a blossoming community. Although, just like Srila Prabhupada, when he first arrived in New York, he sat on a park bench and he said, "Yes, we have hundreds of temples." He looked like a beggar, like he had no money. He didn't have any money, but he had all the wealth in the world because he has Krishna. So when we connect ourselves, we may see this. Just here's a farm with a big shed and a few other sheds and some tractors. But when we have transcendental vision, we see devotees living everywhere. It's like Prabhupada, I was mentioning this morning to a small group. In 1969, in the Rath Yatra, Srila Prabhupada, the interviewer asked Srila Prabhupada, how many people, there's a big crowd, it was a very big crowd in Golden Gate Park, and so he said, there were thousands of people. He said, how many of these people are your people? And Prabhupada looked, he said, everyone. It's just some of them have not realized it. So that's our vision, to be able to spread Krishna consciousness. Everyone is a devotee, and we're praying to Lord Chaitanya that he will allow us to be the instrument to bring this person that I'm entering into contact closer to Krishna, to Krishna's lotus feet, to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Anyway, there's just some words that I wanted to share with you. Thank you all very much. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Gita, Shri Gauranga, Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vindaki, Jai Gaur Pradanandi.
Hare Hare Bol.
Holiness Guru Prasad Swami Maharaj ki Jai. One more thing, we are very grateful to Maharaj for the wonderful prasadam prepared by his disciples who are living in this area. All the Mexican local prasadam, all were made by Maharaj's wonderful disciples. They have such little facilities.
You can thank them. I have no credit.
Your training and your they are so surrendered, Maharaj, by your training. So they work so hard with so little facilities. They are staying in some Airbnb, and they found somehow way to cook here and there. They didn't even have proper facility.
25 cheesecakes in one little oven like that.
That's like amazing dedication, and I really thank them for that. Hare Krishna. And now we'll have a wonderful concluding Kirtan by Rasakishore Prabhu.